Hi you guys, it's your fave. So I'm back and we're here to tell a little bit of tea. Today I'm gonna be telling y'all about my toxic best friend experience. This story took place in middle school. I was in the 6th grade or 7th. Yeah, 6th and 7th. But 7th is when things ended. Yeah, so get back, chillax, get your popcorn because it's gonna be a hefty one. When this story started, I was in 6th grade. Going back to what I looked like in 6th grade, I was a little skinny little girl, you know, still dressed like a middle schooler, of course, because I was in 6th grade. I'm just not getting out of elementary. You know, I did the shorts with leggings thing, little girl clothes. I wore my natural hair because like I wasn't working, and then like my mama didn't have money to have me give me a new bust down every week. So actually I had a perm. No, I didn't have a perm yet. I did a perm in 7th grade. I had a perm. Wait, no, I didn't have a perm. Oh gosh, I'm off the walls right now. I wore my natural hair and I like hated it. I hated it because I saw other girls. Anyways, I saw other girls and like they had their hair, they had the braids and the ponytails and stuff. They was looking cute, and then, well, okay, in my opinion back then, they was looking cute, better than me, and I was just average. It's probably why I wear wigs today, but anyways, I want to be like that, you know? We was into the year. I don't know what time of the year it was. I don't know. But I just know the year had already started, and there was a new student. Okay? There was a new student. So in our classroom, in middle school, you got multiple periods. So it was this one period. I don't remember what period it was. It was probably first or the last period. One of those. It was math. I don't know, but it don't matter. It don't matter. That's not relevant to the subject, so I don't care. It was this one class. By the way, I love that class. Like, that class was a vibe. The teacher was a vibe. Miss Cherokee. So it was math. Yeah, because it was Miss Cherokee. Anyways, I loved her. Like, she was so energetic. The classroom was amazing. Like, I haven't had a classroom like that in a long time. Like, she the type of teacher who don't turn on her big lights and she turn on her lamps. And the room is like all dim and a vibe. Yeah, that type of teacher. Yeah, I love them teachers. And then her attitude is so positive. Yeah, it was this one day where I don't know if she introduced her to the class. No, I would remember if she did that. I just know she popped up, the girl that we talking about. And what should I name her? I should have came over to name for her. Okay, so I found a name for her. I thought of a name for her. We don't call her Knuckles because she used to fight a lot, and I couldn't even keep up with it. Like, I don't know how she did that. But so this girl, I'm gonna describe her. So she was tall. She was taller. I don't know. She dressed like a regular middle schooler. She had a soft voice. And then she was on the heavier side. And she was a black girl. Okay. I just know it was one day where she was just in the classroom. I don't remember the first day that she came in the classroom. No, I don't remember all that. But I just know she ended up in the classroom and she was a new student. And I was like, oh, like I want to get to know her. You know, but at this time I was still hanging out with like my ratchet friend group. So many things that happened in that friend group. I'm so glad I got out of it because that was a big toxic friend group, and that's why I don't hang out in big friend groups now, because so much goes on. It's messy, toxic, and I don't want it. There are friend groups out there that last and are healthy, but it just wasn't that one. So I'm not going looking for another one. No. This girl, so she was in my classroom, and then I was like seeing her from a distance, you know. I would see her around, you know, but I didn't really talk to her. I was still hanging with my friends, my ratchet group, so I wasn't really too pushy to get to know her, you know, but I did want to get to know her. I don't remember how we ended up talking, so yeah, I can't really say that, but like the instances that I remember, it could be the first time we talked, but I don't know. So I remember we ended up sitting next to each other somehow, some way. I don't know how that happened. I don't know if we agreed mutually or if it just happened. I don't remember, y'all. I'm sorry. But Yeah, we ended up sitting next to each other. It was cool. It was cool. She wasn't like too pushy. Like, she was a chill person, you know. She was a chill person. So she was actually pretty funny too. She was pretty funny. So yeah, it was pretty cool. Like, being with her in that classroom. I remember we had popcorn one day, and then like there was no butter on the popcorn for some reason. Mr. Rookie had gave us salt. So she was like, come on, like, I'm finna put some salt. Let's put some salt on our popcorn. Let's make our popcorn black. And it tasted good. It actually tasted good. I was like, hold up. I've been eating popcorn with butter. I could just use salt. I remember she used to talk about people. She did, but like, that's anybody. Like, I talk about people, so yeah. But yeah, she used to talk about people, and I used to be like, oh my gosh, like. So like, as the days went by, I like slowly leaned myself off of that toxic ratchet group, because I was like, I don't need all them. I don't need all that ratchetness and all that toxicness when I got this girl right here who seems like a pretty cool friend, you know. So I slowly leaned myself off of them because I was being bullied in that group anyways. It was just too much going on in that group. I ended up, you know, talking to her, being with her, hanging out with her, all that stuff, you know. As the days went on, I like got to feel her personality, and it felt like sometimes like she would compare us. It felt like sometimes she was in competition with me. You know, it would be times where we would show up to school, we would meet each other for the first time, and then like we like, hey girl, and she like, oh my gosh, you always copying me. You wanna be me. Like, it was, I don't know, I had on biker shorts, I think. And she was like, you knew I said I was wearing biker shorts. Oh gosh, just go. You knew I said I was wearing biker shorts. Like, you want to beat me so bad. Like, it was a time where she was like, she telling me I want to be her. I'm just like, girl, I just wanted to wear shorts today. Like, girl, okay, like, you said you want to wear biker shorts. Girl, I don't care. Like, I want to wear shorts. You just be like, what? Why are you comparing us? Like, what are you talking about? You know, what is this competition you got going on? Talking about I want to be you, girl. Like, and she like kept emphasizing it. Like, I don't know, she just kept talking about it. But eventually, of course, she let go of it. But like that day, she was like, she kept pushing it. Eventually, we ended up getting so close that I had came over to her house. So she met my mom. My mom met her well, not her family, but her mom. So I went over to her house, and then like my crush, y'all, lived. Well, did he live in her neighborhood? No, I don't know. But my crush was in her neighborhood, y'all. But we gonna get into that. Yeah, I go to her house, and then I meet her mom. Her mom is average, typical black mom. So yeah, she was pretty nice. She was cool. And then she cooked some food. I think it was some chicken or something. Some chicken, yeah. That stuff was good. Like, I feel like when you get food from friends, like, that stuff just be tasting so good. Like when it's from a friend house, they dinner just be so good. But anyways, I was like, dang, like, this is what y'all be eating? I remember we had went up to her room that day. I don't know, we were just picking out what we wanted to do, just talking, goofing around, and then she had brought out some cards, and then like we was like, I don't know, we was playing, I guess. I don't know what we was doing with these cards, but then eventually like she just started horse playing, and then threw a card at me, and I'm just like, what the heck? And then she started throwing more cards at me, so I started throwing them back, and I'm just like, why are you throwing cards at me? Like, stop. Like, I was telling her to stop, and then she was throwing cards. She just kept throwing the deck of cards at me, so I'm just throwing them back. And then her mom comes upstairs, and she's like, oh, what are y'all doing? And then I'm just trying to fight her, like, girl, like, fight her with the cards. And then her mom comes upstairs, she's like, is that what friends do? And I was like, no. And then freaking Knuckles gonna say yes. Like, girl, what are you talking about? This is not funny. I'm like really wanting her to stop, and she playing around. I remember when we was watching Bad Girls Club on TV. We made this video about how to do your edges. I might include that video because I still got that clip. I had to use the bathroom, and then we watched TV Woke up in the morning, and then that's when we went outside, went for a walk. When we was walking, I see my crush. Oh my gosh. Bruh, my middle school crush, he was like mixed. He was like, I think he was like black and Mexican or something. Cause he was like dark skinned but with that like Mexican hair. Oh my gosh. I mean, he don't really need a name, but I'm gonna just call him D because he gonna end up in some more story times. My middle school like experience. He gonna be in there. So we just gonna call him D. So why we go outside and then D is out there with freaking his friend. We're gonna call him M because that's the letter his name start with. We could call him M, and then one more we're gonna call him R because I think that's the letter that his name start with. So D, M, and R are like with their bikes and stuff, you know, middle school stuff, bro, like literally middle school stuff. So they with their bikes and stuff, and they are like cycling around the neighborhood, and me and Knuckles is walking, right? And then I'm like, oh my gosh, like I see them on their bikes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, that's D. Like I was like trying to, I was like, oh my gosh, like I hope I look good, like what, hold up. But in middle school I was not the catch, like no, I was not the catch. I think he low-key had a crush on me, but I don't know. It was just things he did. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all all that. But anyways, yeah, we walking, and then they spot us. I'm like, oh my gosh, like what the heck? So they come harassing us, bro. We crossing the street, I think. We in the middle of the street. Like, if you crossing the crosswalk. And anyways, besides the point. We in the neighborhood. And they all three, DM and R, all got their bikes, and then they like, look at them, like making nasty comments, just bullying us. I mean, making nasty comments, and then making, sorry, I just thought of something. But they was making fun of Knuckles' shoes. They making fun of her lemon pepper steppers, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. And then you know they got on me, bro. I forgot what they said about me. I just know they said something. Time goes on, right? And then me and Knuckles, like, our relationship, it was just toxic. It was just like, I was just always being downplayed by her. And then, like, yeah, like the competition thing. And then, y'all, like, she wanted to talk too much. Like, she would call me randomly. And I know that's what best friends do, but it's like, that's why I said, like, I need a best friend who is like me. Like, I don't like calling you at random hours of the day, and it's just like, to talk about what? Like, I could be doing other stuff. I could be playing my game. I could be watching something. Like, I'm gonna see you at school. Gosh, like, you know. So it's like, you know, her calling me after school, like, that was like, girl, like, what are you doing? But I just went through with it. And then, like, when I would talk on the phone, she would be like, she would like mock me. Like, when we would like get into arguments, she would like mock me, and then she would like, and make like a squeaky voice. Do you hear how you sound? Do you hear how you sound? And I was like, she just makes me feel so insecure about my voice. Like, she made me feel like I'm just some annoying little brat, you know? And it was never anything that serious. Yeah, we wasn't going back and forth about nothing too serious. It was little stuff. And then she like saying stuff like that. It's like, girl, like, why are you making me feel bad about my voice? I didn't like sleeping over her house, but I feel like it was like what best friends do. So I did it, but I didn't like it because she was just so mean. Like, it was just like mean girl stuff. Yeah. It's like she mean, but then she'll be nice here, but then like a little petty here, you know? And then like, yeah, the comparing stuff, she'll be like, oh, I know you're not trying to be petty, because if you want to be petty, girl, like, I'm the queen of petty. I'm the queen of petty. Like, girl, like, it felt like she would just put herself on this higher step stool and then like make me feel like I'm lower than her. Like, maybe I'm overthinking it, but like the stuff she did, and then like she was kind of abusive if you're thinking about it, because her throwing those cards at me and I'm telling you to stop, and like I'm not laughing with you and you just laughing for no reason, like, because I don't know what's funny. That was abusive. Psychotic in my eyes. But anyways, like, I wouldn't just start throwing something at people. Like, that just, I wanted to leave so bad, but her mom got us there, so I knew I had to wait till they take me home. Like, I want to be so bad. I regretted coming that day, cause like after she did that, like, what the heck? But anyways, months go by and we like slowly grow apart because I'm like feeling your vibe. It felt like anything I said, she contradicted it. So then 7th grade comes, right? It was cool, and it was like we was always around each other. Everybody knew we was around each other. Like, everybody in school knew we was best friends at that point. We was always around each other. That's what I mean. Like, she wants to be, okay, I'm not gonna paint it like she was like obsessed with me or nothing. No. Like she was the one that just wanted to be around me all the time. No, it wasn't like that. I like to be around her too. It's just like, I don't know. But yeah, we was just always around each other in the morning, all that stuff. Just walking around, talking to each other, she talking about people, all that stuff. I remember she got into a lot of fights. For a split second, I wanted to be her. She was able to fight any and everybody. If somebody ran up on her, she could just, and then boom, it's done. She made it onto the freaking middle school fight page. Like, once you make it on a middle school fight page, like, come on now, like, you got a reputation for fighting. She fought. Yeah, it was times where she would get into it with people, and then I would just be there like her little minion, just like, yeah. I just want to say that the comparing also comes in when there's this one time where she was like, oh, who's the better best friend? I was like, what are you talking about? And she was like, I'm the better best friend because, like, I always stick up for you and I could fight anybody who, you know, try to downplay you, but you wouldn't do that for me, so I'm the better best friend. And I was like, girl, like, that doesn't matter. That doesn't make you a better best friend just because I'm not physically as strong as you. And she was like, okay, well, let's go around and ask people who's the better best friend. And she really went around the school asking people that question. Like, that was weird. There was this new girl, right, that came. And then her name was Maya. She was a black girl. She wore braids, you know, average looking girl. I noticed that Knuckles started hanging out with her 7th grade year. I'm like, okay.